You've seen the art. You've read the modern books. You think the halfling is the guy who stays home, cooks the bacon, and maybe, if he's feeling adventurous, trips over his own feet while trying to find a handkerchief. In the modern game, the halfling is a mascot. In the modern game, he's a small human with a bit of luck. But we aren't talking about the modern game. We're talking about BX. We're talking about a system where the world is trying to eat you, and your life expectancy is measured in rounds, not years. In BX, the halfling isn't a mascot. He's the ghost in the machine. He's the spec ops point man that your party is currently missing. If you want to survive the dungeon, you don't need more plate mail. You need a halfling who knows his job. And let's start with the elephant in the room, the thief. Everybody wants a thief because they want a scout. They want someone to find the traps and hide in the shadows, but look at the math. A first level thief has what? 10 or 15% chance to hide in shadows? That's not a scout, that's a suicide mission. Now look at the halfling. In the wilderness, the halfling has a 90% chance to be invisible. In the dungeon, it's a 1 in 3 chance, or 2 in 6, depending on how you want to handle those numbers. At first level, the halfling is a better stealth character than a thief will be for the next, 5 levels. When people say the halfling is just a worse fighter, they're looking at the hit die. It's a valid argument. Or they're looking at the weapon damage. Another valid argument for sure. But they are playing the game like it's a math problem where big numbers equal good. More is better. But the OSR isn't about big numbers, it's about procedure. If you are the ref, or if you are a player, I want you to imagine the marching order. This is important. So usually you've got two beefy fighters in the front. They've got the AC, they've got the swords, they got the hit points. But they also have the noise. They are clanking around in 50 pounds of iron. They are the target. The halfling doesn't clank. In a BX roll, the halfling should be 30 to 40 feet ahead of the light source. Why? Because the halfling is your early warning system. If a wandering monster check comes up and you've got a halfling scattered ahead, he's the one who gets the surprise check. Because of his small stature and his natural ability to remain unseen, he likely sees the ogre before the ogre hears the fighters. This is the difference between meeting engagement where everyone rolls initiative and a tactical ambush where the party gets a free round of missile fire because the halfling doubled back and whispered, 3 bugbears around the corner, 3 o'clock. And let's talk about that +1 to hit with missiles, because people scoff at +1. Tenkar is just 5%. But in BX, think about it. If you're looking at a THACO of 19, +1 is massive. Just increased your chance to hit by 50%. But it's not just a bonus, it's the weaponry. A halfling with a sling or a short bow is a nightmare. In the OSR, we talk about combat as war, not combat as sport. You don't want a fair fight. You want to kill the enemy before they even get to roll an attack. The halfling is your designated marksman. While the fighters are prepping their shields, the halfling is already putting stones into skulls from the darkness. And don't get me started on the defensive bonuses. People forget this one all the time, right? That -2 AC bonus against creatures larger than man size, that's huge. Think about the BX Monster Manual section, right? How many things are man-sized or smaller? Probably not many. Goblins and kobolds and, I guess, orcs. But the things that kill you, the ogres, the owlbears, the giants, oh my, all of them have a harder time hitting the halfling. If the party gets backed into a corner, the halfling isn't a liability. He is the hardest target in the room. He's low to the ground, he's fast, and it's dangerous. If you're running a game at the tavern, you need to reward this. Don't just treat the halfling's high ability as a once per day thing. It's an innate property of their existence. And if a halfling tells me I'm staying in the shadows 20 feet ahead of the fighter's torch, I'm giving them a 2 in 6 chance to be completely ignored by the patrolling guard. I'm giving them the chance to overhear a password. I'm giving them the chance to see that tripwire for that trap because they are looking at the world from 3 feet off the ground. So refs, encourage your halfling players to be annoying. Encourage them to be the ghost. They shouldn't be standing in the front line trading blows with a minotaur. They should be the ones who vanished when the lights went out, only to reappear 3 rounds later with a dagger in the back of the enemy spellcaster. And there's one more thing. Equipment. Halflings are small. Their gear is small. In some encumbrance systems, this is a wash, but in a true BX game, the halfling's ability to navigate tight spaces is a literal lifesaver. Ever have a party get stuck in a narrow chimney? Ever had a character need to squeeze through a portcullis that's only half open? The fighter in plate mail, well, they're stuck behind, right? They can't get through. The halfling is going to get through. He's the one who unlocks the door from the other side. He's the one who retrieves MacGuffin from the narrow crevice. He isn't a small fighter. He's a specialist. So the next time someone at your table says, I guess I'll play a halfling, it might be funny. I want you to stop them. I want you to tell them you're playing the halfling because you want us to live. The halfling is the scout. The halfling is the sniper. The halfling is the guy who sees the dragon while it's still sleeping and has the sense to tell the party, turn around. Let's get the hell out. In the OSR, we value player skill, but we also value the right tool for the job. And when the job is getting in, getting the gold, and getting out without dying, the halfling is one of the best tools in the box. If you appreciate this kind of deep dive into the old ways of gaming, you need to be a part of the tavern. We have over 220 minions, our members, who keep this channel independent. They are the reason we can talk about BX procedures, instead of chasing the latest corporate edition hype. Hit the subscribe button, join the community, and if you're looking for the gear to run your next crawl, check the affiliate links in the description. Every bit of help keeps the torchlight burning. Roll some dice, put the halfling in the lead. God bless, and for heaven's sake, stay out of the way.